The Sweep Mesh tool lets us easily create geometry based on a curve. To create a curve, create Curve Tools and choose either the CV or the EP Curve tool. In perspective view, your curve will be drawn onto the ground plane. To Sweep Mesh your curve, find the little helix icon in the Poly Modeling tab, or go Create Sweep Mesh. Your curve should now be surrounded by geometry. By default, it's this 8-sided cylinder. To see the settings of the sweep mesh, go to the attribute editor for the curve or the sweep mesh and look for the sweep mesh creator. There's multiple sweep profiles to choose from. Let's have a look at some of the options for the poly sweep profile. The side slider here will control how many sides the poly has, in this case making the circle rounder. Underneath that we've got a cap, which caps off the ends. Scale profile controls the diameter in this case, but scales whatever the profile is. Rotate is more useful for non-circle objects. Taper is going to control one side to be smaller or larger. You can also control this with a taper curve. Check it out. Precision controls how closely your sweep mesh follows the curve. You might need to increase this if it's a little low poly. Distribute will distribute multiple sweep profiles around. Combine this with a twist to get some really cool effects, kind of like twisted wires. Most of these settings will be the same in each profile, but let's check out rectangle to see what's different. At the top you get a few different ones. Corner radius controls if you have squared off corners. You got width and height here of course, so you can make some rectangular shapes. Corner radius, if we bring it back, we can also do the depth to be opposite. You kind of get these inset corners. Where Sweep Mesh really shines is with the custom profile. We're going to use a polyObject here to drive it. So select polyObject, create a polyObject. In this case, I'm going to use a plane. You can do this with any object, it just needs outside edges. So a plane's really great for this. What you can do here is now model it up. So if we just extend some edges, extrude some edges, you'll notice it changes in real time as well. So really cool tool here where we can make really custom shapes and sweep them around the curve. Once you've chosen your object, make sure you click OK. You can do this at any point. As you can see now, once it's finished, we can still make alterations to the original mesh and it's still going to sweep around. We can also make custom sweep profiles using another curve. Create another curve using whichever tool you like. Select the path curve, sweep the mesh, choose custom. This time choose curve object and select the new curve that you've created. You should now see a shape swept around that path curve. We can always make changes to that controlling curve as well. This goes for any sweep mesh profile, but if you hold right click over the curve and go control vertex, you can customize the path curve whenever you need to. Custom profiles still have all those great settings inside them as well, so we can rotate, scale, distribute, all the good stuff to get the result that we would like. The last setting I want to highlight here is alignment. It's very relevant for squared objects. You can place the alignment of the profile wherever you would like. So really good for things like cornices in the top of a ceiling.